Hey guys, it's day 154 and I've got my first customers taking me up on my free offer. And also I got a bit of a fork in the road and I'm trying to decide how to proceed. Okay, so first things first, I've got an offer on the table to build any company page that you guys need for free. So an about page, a hiring page, job posting pages. I would love for you to take me up on this offer. I want to learn about your employer branding experience and how I can make it better. I want to learn about your hiring experience. And to do that, I'll give you these pages for free. What I'll do is I'll mock up a design or a redesign of your company pages. So we'll meet to lock down the exact details, and then I'll deliver the site to you and include in that the ability to collect assets from your employees or your team, like testimonials and company photos to include in those pages. Again, this is a totally free offer here. There are benefits to having company pages that truly speak your story and share your culture. That's what candidates are looking for these days. And it could be huge in terms of not just attracting talent, but also convincing those potential candidates who may be considering other offers. So I'd really like to help you put your best foot forward and get those candidates in the door. I am super proud to say that I have my first few customers to take me up on this offer. So I've got some meetings scheduled, I've got some work ahead of me, and I'm really excited to get started. So I've been hard at work at componentizing all of these pieces of these company branded pages. So I've got like headline, an intro by the CEO, dividers, core values and the ways that those can look, statements that can be placed on a page, different versions of a call to action page. And what this is going to let me do is basically create these about pages by just dragging and dropping them and creating mock-ups for the companies that I'm going to work with. And then in the code, I'm calling this project Runicorn right now. I just needed to come up with a unique name that'd be easy to search and replace. But also, I don't know exactly what this product's name is going to be yet, if it's going to be New Teammate or if it's going to be something else. And I need to have something in the code. So what I'm doing is creating components from all of these pieces and building it out so that I can basically enter these properties for every type of component, along with some ways about how to tweak that component to look differently. And so what we really have the beginnings of here is the back end behind the scenes of a no-code tool. And when you see that in action, you have it looking like this. So this is an actual page here from these components. And right now I have this working where you can just put a script tag in your HTML and then this will take its place. But I'm not exactly sure what companies are going to want. If they're going to want this to host on a subdomain like hiring.acme.com or whatever. So that's some of the open questions I have to answer. The other thing I've been doing this week is reaching out to Bootstrapped founders and having meetings with them. Just want to share my experience, offer my advice. A lot of times bootstrappers don't have the same kind of advice network that investment-backed companies do. And since I've been through this before, I really want to help and share my experience with them, give some advice. And I'm also hoping to learn about how their employer branding is going, learn about how their hiring is going, so I can just learn more about this space and have a better informed product. So if you are bootstrapped and you have a product that's actually launched, hit me up. I would love to chat with you. So to be honest, I have a bit of a conundrum here about where to put my focus and my time. So I'm loving the candidate experience that I've created. So basically think about a employer hiring for a position and candidates are coming in the door. And wouldn't it be amazing if those candidates actually got a portal or some sort of link that's just for them that shows the interviewing experience, like that shows what interviews you have lined up, where are you in the process, when are the decisions going to be made, who are you going to be interviewing with. So this is kind of a quick mock-up of what part of that might look like, is just like seeing, I've completed interview 1, interview 2 is here with these 2 people, and I can actually watch their videos. And then, as time goes by, more interviews come in, and then maybe hopefully at the end, I actually get an offer. So I love this idea. I think this is really powerful, and I found some ways I can hook this into applicant tracking systems via their APIs. And it also seems like maybe this is more of a need than the employer branded pages, because everybody who's hiring has got some kind of candidate experience, even if it's terrible. So I can basically offer an amazing experience for these candidates with kind of a low touch, low investment required from these companies. How am I going to get my first customers though is the real question. The reason I like the employer branded pages bit of this is it's much easier to walk up to a company and say, hey, I've redesigned your about page, or I've given you this page. What do you think about that? In some ways, the employer branded page idea, starting with that, is easier because I feel like I can impress them right at the outset with a really nice design version that's branded to them. And that gives me an opportunity to learn about their hiring process, learn about their candidate experience to make this part of the product better. And I guess it's a little bit more of a known. I know about these about pages and how to make them great. I'm still learning about the candidate experience and how to make that a really clean process. So I'm leaning towards saying I should be focused on the employer branding piece first. So right now, I think I have a pretty good plan going forward, although I'm still figuring this out exactly what I want to do. But here's my plan. Keep taking people's requests to build these employer branded pages. I think that's a great idea. I would love to work with you or anybody you know. And if for some reason I don't end up productizing that app, I can still just give the HTML to these people that I've worked on. So it's not as if anybody I take is going to be high and dry. They're always going to have this design. And then the other part is I've got to build that employee collection piece anyway, where they submit testimonials and they record videos. Think about that candidate experience where they're making a video of themselves for the people that they're going to interview. I got to build that anyway. So maybe I can build it in such a way that it could work for both products because it really is the same kind of stuff. So when you're building these company pages and you want to include an employee testimonial, I need to have a way to include that testimonial. Same thing with the candidate experience and that interview video. So I can focus on that part of the building, and I don't think I'll waste any time doing that. And then I can focus on learning about that candidate experience as I work with these employers who are letting me build their pages for them, and then really make that candidate experience like popping. Hopefully from that learning and that research, I'll be able to create a product that works for these companies and they'll upsell right away. And then I can sort of decide which aspect of this product is working better in the moment, and then ultimately end up having two packages. Hopefully that would be kind of great, is to having that employer branded page building piece as well as the candidate experience. But right now that gate is wide open as to which one is going to fare better for growth potential. That's it for this week. Please contact me if you want a free design and build of any company page that you're interested in, about pages, hiring pages, job posting pages. I can make it look great. We can include employee video testimonials and all that. So I would love to work with you. If you have a great candidate experience or a bad one and you have some ideas, I'd also love to chat with you. So definitely hit me up. I'm looking for some feedback on all of this. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. Don't forget to check me out on TikTok, Colin Make Software.